That is true.
So maybe Fortitude Fence thought he might ban perhaps something else that is uh, more Sneaky's playstyle. Sneaky is not known to be a 20th Panserna player. He has been branching out recently. He's most well known for one of First Airborne, for example, but I don't think that division's quite often banned. But to participate in all of these leagues, he has definitely put in the effort. He's played many games. He's branched out his divisions. He's been studying other players. He's definitely taking it seriously. It's no laughing matter for sure. He is the anti-hero of the season, as some have mentioned. So I think this will be an interesting game too.
Yeah, I'm interested to see Sneaky play 20th Pole. This is not a deck I see him play very often, but the IFE plus T72 he is very, very familiar with. I've seen him do that quite a bit with other decks, specifically the new South Act decks. Now, Fortitude Fence on 4th Mott. I have played his 4th Mott a very long time ago. There is, I think, a clip on this channel of Fence cooking me really hard his 4th Mott, and it was very unfun. I will.
Fourth Motschützen, quite a strong deck.
Yes, and he has, I'm curious to see what he's got cooked up here because the way he played it against me was he went very helicopter heavy. And I'm wondering if it's going to be very similar. Fob over SDL. Hey, now. All tournaments are good. It's all for the benefit of the game.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, totally.
Hey, if you want to come hang out in VC, Fob's a little more active. You can hang out with Skate, Pasta, and I. You can hear Pasta talk about a horse game. You can hear Skate talk about macros and shit like that about lifting.
I can't see.
It's a pretty good time, and we're all Tylenol enjoyers over there. So you guys come over, hang out.
We're very Tylenol'd up. I have to say, I like fourth Motschützen picks in any competitive setting. It feels like this div is, I don't want to say above the meta, but everyone's like, oh, it's air spam meta, it's FD meta, it's medium tank meta, light tank meta. It always seems that fourth Motschützen has something that can contribute. It's sort of a sleeper pick,
Yeah, it's a very strong deck. Hippie still says it's one of the best decks. Everyone's advantage against him. I think there's a reason for that. Fourth Mott is a strong deck. As someone who has like 1,000 games in Fourth Mott, I don't think it's that great in the way that I like to play it, but I can see why people would think that it is very good, and certain playstyles fit it very well. So an interesting opening here from Fence. A lot of T55s from Coobs, things like that, gonna be purchased here on the opener. The SPW, instead of going straight to the 2-pointer, is going to the 1-pointer on Olga.
That is very curious.
Okay. All right. And
I guess he wants the +1 tick in the long run rather than the +2 in the short term.
Yeah.
Maybe he's done the math on it, and we are the noobs.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. And then here we go. We're looking here. We are seeing again a Skiffic pilled game. Going here to Sign or south of Sign here in middle.
That's a noob.
Up north. Yeah. Well, I mean, Sneaky paid for coaching from a 16 or 15-year-old Serb at one point in his career, so
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Yep. Also, quick thing to note here: Sneaky does not have all of his rope specials in Honker's Rizzes. He just has them in the regular Honkers. So losing out on that speed buff, a very what the fuck?
But hold on, they do have special forces trait, but he is losing out on the 50 cal.
Yeah.
Curious. No one does this, and this is a thing Sneaky does. He does pick very, very interesting units that many players will not agree with in these decks, even the meta ones.
I don't agree with this whatsoever from Sneaky. This play here again. I think this is silly. Especially playing against something like Fourth Mott. I think you have to take the two. You take the northern point. I think you just win this outright with T72s and T55s, and then you slowly branch out. I think that this is an overinvestment here in the south by Sneaky, which could come to bite him in the ass here.
Perhaps, especially since he's not truly Skiffic build. Because, again, people who know, Skiffic doesn't stop the push. He recon helos, and he out-micros and he pushes. What we see here is Sneaky stopped on the bottom middle. Now, he can still make it work, but the tempo is not there. If Fortitude Fence suspects something's up, he will buy units to defend his back zone, and this sort of whole sudden push might get punished.
Yeah, there's a lot of points being invested here down south. That Flushing Maker is getting dangerously close to that BMP1 command here. Zoo 23 able to fend it off. Things are...
AA gun abuse, very ripe in Div 1, fellas.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
It's the only way to play. That's what I did. That's what I did in Div 1 to Hippie. It's what many Hippie did it to me. It's just the way to play the game right now. Unfortunately, it is not a fun way, in my opinion, to play the game, but it is. It's the state of the game right now.
All right, Fortitude Fence pushing up T55s on the north, and Sneaky sees that and pushes his units on the south. Still a bit too slow, allowing Fortitude Fence to buy defenses.
We're pulling our T55s away from a single Flushing Maker Metis. Very curious. Fortitude Fence opting for a MiG-29 here. Sneaky going to reinforce up north here. Gonna be sending an AT helicopter as well as a T-72 up there to take a look. Fence kind of has full control of the map though right now, other than the southern point. And the main problem I see here with the southern point is that Sneaky's moving too slow.
As I've said, if you're gonna take the Skiffic pill, you gotta keep it pushing. You can't just leave your units there.
Metis beating the Rope Special out up here up north. SPW is soon going to be able to drive in up north over there. Conkers and things being bought down south for Fortitude Fence.
Oh, Koob shooting at what looks like the Mi-24. This could be dangerous.
Nope, shooting at the Mi-2. Missing. Mi-24D is not going to hit the shot. But
from Sneaky, he does have a T-72 M1 and is just in the deep forest, not contributing fire support. He could have maybe held a bit more longer onto that point if he just used that T-72.
Strela coming up. Gonna hit a shot on the Mi-24D. Koob missing another shot on the Mi-2 Recon. Strela
50%.
Strela does hit the Mi-24. Middle is being now swarmed by Sneaky. We can see that the T-55 or the T-55s, T-72s are now coming in the middle here. That Aufklärer is shooting. It is going to get spotted. Fence smartly micros it away.
Sneaky finally doing something with those units. They picked a lane. Now they just have to take advantage.
Aufklärer, sitting behind the building. Again, expert Myco talking about Div 1. Look, AMDC May, did the same thing here in Div 2. Now, Fence doing the same thing. Unfortunately, these Pehota Z-Mechs are going to get on top of this and probably kill it. But the thought was there if Sneaky makes a mistake and drives them up too quickly. So, sitting on a +2 here for Fortitude Fence. This is not the worst position to be in. It's going to be even better here for a little bit. There is no command in the south. There is a command purchased. It's got quite a distance to travel here. Fortitude Fence going to go on a +3 here. Going to hang out for a little bit. T-55 is being purchased. Fence still has a MiG-29 loitering in the back. T-55s have now found their way to the front for Fortitude Fence here in the south. T-50, small rotation here. BMP2, T-72, T-55, BMP1, all rotating over for Sneaky here. Conkers is going to start getting some shots in here on the T-55. Does land one.
Sneaky's bringing a CV to finally cap up his back 1-pointer and the middle 2-pointer.
Yes.
Fortitude might have a +3, but he did not get that much value out of it.
He's going to have some tick value here. The BMP1 CV, very, very slow, so he will be able to tick here on a +3 for a little bit. Maybe for like about a minute or so. Can't say that it is the most... It's not going to win him the game. I feel like Fortitude Fence is not going to be able to just sit here and play tower defense the whole game. Conker's going to go in, going to land on the T-55 really quick. Bundle of Sticks here is shooting up north at Sneaky's units. But we can take a look here. Fence reinforcing with T-55s, many A and B 2Bs with the Bastion missile as well. I feel like Fence is buying air like every other tick, and there's going to be something coming out here in a little bit. I just have a feeling.
As I've said, you never know with Fence.
Yeah,
He's just gonna pull out some crazy strat on you, and you just have to be ready.
he is on some goofy behavior right now with these T55s. He's kind of just putting them in angles where T55 is going to get a side shot on something, which I appreciate. I think that's good. He's kind of sightline cheesing. You know, people, I like to watch people like Stallbrecker and things like that for that type of. Whoa is really good at that, where they can do like the sightline cheese and
Hey.
stuff. It's disgusting. T72
That is
taking.
the meta at high level play.
Yep. T72 taking some shots at T55s right now. T55.
You can see that T72 has like a very good keyhole position. It's not exposing itself. It's in an excellent defensive spot. It can only be shot at from that one angle, and you see how Fence is just simply unable to engage it.
Look at that though.
That
High level play right there. AM2 comes over, smokes for the T55 to get it out. Something we haven't seen yet in any of the games we've casted. Little things like that. Little things like that.
It's all about efficiency.
Piota's mech.
Minus 55 points here and there.
Yeah, Piota's mech is going to go down. Sneaky going to neutralize the caps here. Going to go to a 300 and something point lead here for Fortitude Fence. No, Sneaky though, up here in the north, building a massive blob of just shit that should be able to do something here.
Do note the T55S. It'll be very useful in clearing out any entrenched infantry.
Yep.
The mine clearing vehicle.
And it is aiming at the Fallschirmjäger Metis right now.
Oh, he knows.
he is aware. I mean, in current game state, I don't love where Fence is at right now. I'm not in love here like I normally would be with Fence's gameplay. T55 AS missed everything.
Well, you see, this is the thing. It's a problem with the small hitbox of the buildings. That house is very small, and the explosions just didn't hit it. If it was a warehouse or a large building, they would be dead. Thanks, Eugen.
I feel like Sneaky is in a position to win this game right now. Like, this is rare. I feel like the unit composition here for Sneaky is so good.
Yeah, I think Sneaky does have the initiative in choosing what happens and where, and Fence doesn't have this sort of threat factor to sort of threaten any of these zones yet. Maybe we'll see.
The thing that Fence needs to do here is he needs to start finding a place that is weak. He needs to poke and prod, and he is not doing that right now. I just don't love the position he's in currently.
Don't forget, it's all about the info war.
Yeah.
Fence may not know exactly the composition of the map. So he might be simply unaware and is unsure of what his next move should be. Spring Tau here, getting shot by the ATGMs. Unloads it just in time.
Yeah, skin of its ass, it's out.
One moment.
Yeah. AM2B is going to be making some shots here. Sneaky pushing with the BMP1s and the T55s, as well as the BRD or whatever the hell that thing is called. I forget. The thing with good vision. AM2's
the BR1K.
Yeah. T72's gonna be getting some good shots in here.
Possibly. Lack of AA by Sneaky in the north. Fence realizes this. He might get a lot more value out of that MI-24D.
Yeah. MI2 coming in. MI2's coming in for Fence here. Doing a vibe check on the AA. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Sneaky with the Dana. Uh-oh. Concourse going down. Oh, but Fortitude Fence shoots back and kills a Fago of Sneaky in the tower. Very cliche spot. You have to be careful in these high-level matches.
Oh!
Your opponent might just be shooting.
Blaine does go down to the Coobs. T55 duel over here in middle. T55s do go down. Machutz and BTR and Spring Tauscher here.
Close quarter slaughter going on.
T55s are cleaning house over here. 152 is also out for Fortitude Fence to find any trouble and snuff out anything with those, to get rid of any ATGM positions and whatnot.
He's buying T55 AS for the middle. He understands that forest is very dangerous. Yes. That infantry needs to be dealt with.
Strella's coming out. for Sneaky. T-72 is coming out as well. Sneaky is going to have to drive in here on this concave here of ATGMs. Not a huge fan of that. T-72s are dueling.
Oh, counter battery. Will the Dana miss? Looks like he is shooting just a little bit off.
Just a bit outside. Yep, just a bit outside on it. MI-24D coming in the middle. There is a Strela 10M here to defend against this. T-55s are dueling right now.
Both players having a desperate fight to assert control over this kind of middle area.
Yeah,
the entire front line.
They're not having a good time. I still think Sneaky's got a little bit of an advantage here right now.
Shooting at the book.
Coop.
Sneaky's book. Ooh, Coop rather.
I think there's. I still like where Sneaky's at a lot more than where I like where Fence is at right now.
Sneaky, my career, Coop, brother. No, the LOS, bro.
Oh.
Oh my god. Div 2 moment.
Div 3 champ, by the way. Zoo 23 goes down in the south.
We're losing something. Oh.
Yeah, we lost a Zoo 23 in its truck. $152s are looking really good here with their current targeting. Gonna be good. Gonna kill a couple things here most likely. Slur goes down.
Rest in peace.
Infantry goes down as well from the 152s. Getting tons of great value out of this early game here from Fence. 25, a little over 25 minutes here left. Fence still sitting on his hands right now. Just don't.
Dana shooting at the concourse in the back line 1 zone. Let's see. Will it get it?
It's going to, appears it's going to miss here. Sneaky getting T-72, T-55S finally arriving on the field here. BMP-1 firing the Behoda's mech. Pretty silent across the map right now. However, Fence is walking up units into the north here. T-72's BMP-1's able maybe to get, BMP-2 may be able to get some shots in here. Just a little out of range. Just a little out of range here. T-55AS gonna hit the spring tower. Gonna take it out.
Good hit. Perfect use case for the T-55AS. There's no other spot to hide your units on middle. It is exactly the worst place to be in against that unit. Yeah, Sneaky's cleaned up on middle.
Yeah.
Now it's, I think, a desperate fight over the north points. And Fortitude Fence needs to secure that +1 tick. Or rather, deny the +1 tick.
T-55AS gonna take a shot for the Metis.
Fortitude Fence not playing the air game much yet. I think he's been holding back.
T-55AS does go down. Massive loss for Sneaky here.
Div 2 moment, the reversing not through the forest, but in the open is quite devastating there, losing that important unit.
Look at this. Fortitude Fence driving the SPW alongside the T-55s here to get the extra upvet.
It's the small things that count.
Shoka looks like it's going to go down here. Never mind. Shoka not going to go down here. Metis is in range of it. Metis gonna just stun it up. Has one more shot. Is reloading. The Shoka is just sitting in the open. It's
reaching the micro limit. Our players here,
it goes down.
Distracted.
Metis now on max vet. Sneaky just got kind of just like clapped right there, dude. What the fuck? He like just got
locally overwhelmed
by T-55s. Yeah, look at this blob that Fence has accumulate over here.
At the end of the world.
Oh, down in the south though. Now in the south though. The south. We got a BMP-2 and AS and a T-72 here moving up. Conqueror's out of ammo.
Yeah, Fence still has airplanes. Sneaky might not be ready for the counter attack.
Sneaky just drove a Rope Special in to die in the north. Make 23 HE. There it is. Another Conquer's coming up here. MiG-23 HE making a big wide turn right here. Gonna be aiming for the T-72. Fence is fire positioning on top of a T-72 M1.
That's 6 Fab 500s. If that hits, it's over for that poor fellow.
Goodbye.
See what I
T-72
Coop
getting
in a
beat up
very
right
bad
now.
spot.
Oh, MiG-23 MF gets out with barely any HP. Northern Point still looking strong for Fortitude Fence. You'll notice Fortitude Fence sitting the T-55s behind the building and having one sliver of area where he could potentially get a side shot if something goes over, and then if something tries to drive down, T-55
Genius
shoots in the
gamer.
side. Big brain.
Wow.
Another MiG-23 MF coming out here for Fortitude Fence.
I wish I was as cool as him.
I mean, you do the same shit, and it's frustrating as hell to play against. Let's be honest
Wait, I
here.
am as cool as him. What the hell?
Crazy. So looking here, Fence, getting a bunch of supplies up. Conquer's still sitting in trucks right now. For Fence, 21 minutes, a little over 21 minutes left here right now. Sneaky clearly investing on the south side here.
Lots of action. Feels like it's been more than just half the game. Holy moly.
Yeah, I know these guys have been playing a pretty crazy play here. But the problem here is Sneaky is slowed down quite a bit, which I don't love. Sneaky is a momentum-based player, gambit-based player who he likes to go forward. Having to duke it out and try to out-trade one of the best traders in the game. I don't know if this is going to work in his favor, despite the 20th pole scaling as well as it does. MiG-23 MF does come in, kill a few things. Coob gonna miss its shot. We have no supplies on the front line for Sneaky. Sneaky not purchasing any supplies in order to get this to get these guys healed up. So those will be out of commission for some time. Dana is being shot at.
On the south, a BMP CV might be getting in here.
SBG 9, what the fuck?
I don't see that every day. It's like elite as well.
Yeah. Dana.
T-55AS sniping a concourse on the south. This is actually huge. Might just allow him to get the BMP1 CV and get the tick on Fence. With 19 minutes left on plus 40 a minute.
Look at this 100. Look at this pack gun. Oh my god. What a position. BMP1's going down. BMP1 is sneaking into the backline by Sneaky. There is a command coming up for Fortitude Fence. This could be not long for this world. This this little bit of cap pressure might be able to help. However, the Northern Point is not in a position to really push up at all for Sneaky. Like, it isn't.
Yeah. And that does leave a problem for the Southern Point, because Fortitude Fence does have the liberty of spending points and rotating units. He only has a BMP-1 to fight, so he can just get rid of it and immediately reset the position.
MI-24D is going down crazy style right now.
Strela on the front line. BMP fighting for its life. VW getting that cap. This is pretty desperate, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my. We're only 8. We have so much more time in the game. Like, why are we playing like this, Sneaky? There's no point. The fuck? We don't need to be doing this. T-55's coming in. Fallschirmjägers as well. A big stack of units coming in here to the south to defend against this. This is a good match. Sneaky is still buying T-72s to come here into the south and fight for the Southern Point here.
This is the problem of not doing a definitive push, because your opponent will immediately fight to defend it. It's kind of like the immune system, right? You get sick, and then your body activates your immunity. So if you fail your first attack, you're not going to have the liberty of attacking as easily again. You will have to fight into what now is like a stronger defense. So here, Fortitude Fence immediately buys T-55s, Fallschirmjäger, he buys Fagos, he buys Concours. Like, Sneaky will not have the liberty of simply driving in again.
Yeah, there was not enough of an all-in there scenario. More T-55s coming up for Fortitude Fence. The Northern Point not looking good. We can see a big rotation coming in here from Fortitude Fence going in towards middle. There's one T-55AS to defend. Sneaky, he is sending a BMP.
Going for the front line. What the hell? 1 HP?
T-55 AM2B is going to be shooting at the AS. We cannot lose
He
this.
loses that
We
AS,
we
he
cannot
loses
lose
the
this.
midpoint.
Hello. Okay.
Ooh, serious miss micro there.
Skill gap right there. Holy crap.
Just a moment.
Yeah. AM2B. Oh my god. Sneaky's getting
Fortitude
ran
Fence
through.
blindsiding Sneaky with this
The T55
T55
AS
block.
has found the SPW. Fence does lose that. Not the greatest not the greatest play for him right there. And we're seeing still a massive investment here in the South by Sneaky. Dana, what?
AM2 getting the T55 AS kill.
Yep,
Another AS loss.
I think we're out. Are we out of ASs now? Oh, good God.
Yeah, he lost one on the north, one on the middle, and one on the south. This is quite bad.
This is a terrible position for Sneaky here. We cannot be losing ASs in this position. Conquers does get back up into the zone here. Gonna be aiming at the Coob. Coob is missed. T-72s did rotate over to the middle here. 152s are aiming at the Dana right now.
Fence very wisely keeping his unit defense in the back line tucked away in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
So Sneaky will be met with a nasty surprise if he manages to
152 is going to go in on the Danas right now. I don't think the Dana is going to live through this. Get stunned up.
HP.
Goodbye. Oh.
No,
Dana goes
no,
down.
No.
Oh,
the Bastion gets it.
God.
And the T55 blob is a problem.
The MI-24s are doing enough damage here to keep Fence at bay, backing him up slowly but surely. Piotr Zemek does go down. Command Coods, okay. Infantry Shilkas, okay. Things are shaping up pretty well for Fence right here. These T-72s are getting dangerously close, though.
He overinvested in the north, and he's not rotating his units where he desperately needs them.
Yeah.
He has a T-72, a T-55, a Vilk, another T-72, a couple of Strellas. Those are all units that he could be using to fight the mid-fight.
Yes, and he could simply collapse on this point, and then Fence would not be able to do what he's doing right now of rotating his massive horde of T-55s.
Those points are as if they don't exist. Then wait.
Down in the south, we are seeing another push, another Dana purchase, more BMP ones buying for the south here. Fago, bad word, gonna hit a BMP1 command recon. T-50
Fence has too many T-55s.
Yeah.
And they're all playing very safe.
Yeah. One T-55 AM2 does get hit here. Does go down here. T-55 AM2. Okay. AM2s now coming up. The T-72s in middle have no supply nearby. They are not in a great position here. MiG-23 MF comes out. Middle not looking great as well. T-72s going down in middle on very low HP. Another one goes down to a T-55. Oh no. Oh no. Sneaky is throwing right here. Sneaky has thrown away his advantage in middle. Oh, well, okay. The T-55s. Okay, they do hit.
It simply has too much. If Sneaky had rotated those tanks onto middle, he might have been able to fight it back. But now, it's looking pretty grim.
And now, Sneaky desperation play here in the south. Getting the BMP-1 in. Fortitude Fence screaming an SPW up into the zone right now.
Mobilizing the north, he realizes the rest of the map is cooked. There's only one way to win, and that's just sending it.
And there is not much up there, but Fence probably realizing the same thing. Probably going to rotate some of these units up there if I had to take a wild guess.
Cubes on the south, on the front line. Sneaky micros the radar off, but why are they in the open?
Oh my god. MiG-23 MF gonna land on two T-72s, does not kill it. One
Ooh,
cube
that was
goes down.
risky.
+2 in favor of Fortitude Fence right now.
+3.
+3, make it plus.
Uh-oh.
BMP1 going down.
Fence might counterattack on the south and hold Sneaky back on the north. This might be game.
This does not look good for Sneaky here. Command not purchased yet. Are we out of... Is Fence out of commands? Fence might be out of commands. I see this
Does have
SPW.
one on middle. Yeah.
He's got 2 commands. T55 Blob is making a journey. Slurs and 100. Oh my god, the 100 mils are going to do... The pack gun is going to do some work right here.
Ooh, that's a side flank for sure. Sneaky has the mechanized advantage, but he does not have the infantry needed to actually
maintain this hold if he decides to go for it, yeah. BMP1 goes down from the pack gun. Pack gun does hit a shot on the wall.
1v3ing though, that's a problem.
Yep.
He won't survive this.
Slur gonna hit the T-72 M1. Fence going to...
damage moment.
The Danas are just getting peppered again. Look at middle right now. There's a big stream of T-72Ms coming in from Fortitude Fence right here. Or, excuse me, T-72Ms for Sneaky right now. Fortitude Fence, 2 Fallschirmjägers to able to defend. No recon from Sneaky. The Pehota Z-Mech are going to have to come in clutch here if we want to make this work if you're Sneaky.
Yeah, this is just a desperation play.
Yep. Pehota Z-Mech goes down in the vehicle.
Well, that's not good.
Fortitude Fence not microing his Fallschirmjägers. He's more worried about up north. I agree with him with this.
Oh, double bomber. CV tank is dead.
Yep, CV tank, goodbye. Goodbye. And a lot of blue on the map. Not a lot of red here for Fortitude Fence here. That Fallschirmjäger that is hiding in the building right now is going to be a problem for Sneaky if he wants to get back into this game. Wilkes, double Wilk being purchased now to go towards middle right now for Sneaky.
10 minutes remaining. He has to do something.
10 minutes, you gotta go. +4 tick. This is the most normal game I've seen Fence ever play. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird.
No rushing, no air spamming, just solid gameplay. Which goes to show that Fence is a great player on his own merits, right? It's not just a cheese thing that this guy just does this one stupid thing and wins. No, the guy he has his fundamentals. He knows how to play the game. You want him to play a normal game, he will do it, and he will beat you.
Indeed, indeed. And it's looking very desperate. This is a desperate situation for Sneaky here. He's got to try to find some cap pressure somewhere in this map. And I just don't know if he's got it in him right now to come back and win this. I don't think he's... I mean, he hit the middle.
+4?
Yeah, +4. It's still going to go for a while. There are no commands around to be... Sneaky doesn't have a command on the map.
And Fortitude Fence with the Berlin airlift. He's getting his supply up. Get your money up, not your funny up.
I mean, Sneaky can have middle right now. Fortitude Fence obviously doesn't know that there is no command with these units here. So he's going to let him have it. He's going to concede this. But there's no command anywhere on the map for Sneaky right now.
Even if he gets mid, I mean, Fortitude Fence is wise enough to probably understand. I can just sit here, I can sit neutral. I have a 1,000 point lead, 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
Who cares? I win.
MiG-21 Bit's gonna go down here for Sneaky. Dana is aiming at a 1 HP Fallschirmjäger here. Fallschirmjäger does go down.
Fence with the immediate counter battery. If Sneaky does not move, it is cap for him.
He does not have an order queued on this. He does now move it after it's fired.
Very wise. After the loss of his first one, he's probably very vigilant of keeping this one alive.
Okay, I was like, that was oddly close there because Sneaky tried to refire. Commands, 2 commands now spotted for Sneaky on the map, +4. We're going to get to like a 1,200, 1,300 point lead here if we are Fortitude Fence. We are not worried. We don't care, I don't think, at all. Flame Sappers going in here, doing some work on the Fallschirmjäger Metis. 5 minutes to victory for Fence right now. The MiG-HE bombers have appeared on the field again.
Hence's air tab is full, by the way. If you click on his player perspective, his bread is stacked heavy.
That's a lot of bread.
Could open up a bakery with that shit.
Jesus. He is not. Scott 2A goes down.
Heat coming in for the bait. The Fortitude Fence special coming in.
T-72 gonna get hit here. Gonna die.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. AT plane killing off the Strela. Very rare with 35% accuracy. Fortitude Fence doing what he is known for.
He must have taken inspiration from me since I have a full air shot by 10 minutes on this deck. Clearly, I'm the trendsetter here.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
SPWs here, gonna be engaging. Do go down. T55 AM2s are pushing up here to take a look at the Sappers.
Another counter battery moment, and this time the Dana is not moving. Sneaky, my boy, you are cooked.
That Dana is probably gonna go down here. It does go down indeed. Oh my god. T55 coming in here.
T-plane with its rocket pods killing the T-55. Yeah, this is a pack it up moment.
Yeah, I don't think that's... I mean, Sneaky has to play this out because he's fighting for relegation here, but I don't see how he ever comes back in this situation. This doesn't seem like a comebackable game.
21 HE coming in.
Piota's mech, you know, the AA is kind of gone. Sneaky's super spread out. We need the... We're at a 1,400 point lead here right now. 5 minutes left. You got to sweep if you're Sneaky, and I don't see how you're sweeping here.
A lot more blue than red.
Yeah, and there's just a lot better positioning here. I'm not a fan of what's the position here, Sneaky. I love what Fence is doing. You see a BMP 1 stack here now from Sneaky. Sneaky trying to figure out what he needs to do. SPG 9 trying to beat back the T-72 hordes and the BMP 1 hordes. Missing all of its shots.
Elite SBG 9, by the way.
Yeah, missed everything. I think it's like, what, 45% accuracy or some piece of shit. Anyway. Still a ton of planes here coming out from Sneaky, or from Fortitude Fence. Sneaky just doesn't have...
Sneaky has a good blob here, but with 4 minutes on the clock, with 1,400 points down, like, he needs to sweep the map now. He needs to get every zone on the map.
Yeah.
And that's not happening.
Yeah, there's just, unfortunately, there's not enough time here. Sneaky is not even anywhere close to what he needs to do. T-72 M1D does take a shot from the MiG-23BN. HE bombers coming in for Fence. Gonna land on the T-72 M1D. Cubes are doing their work here. Not seeing a whole lot, though, that... I mean, I don't even know why I'm trying to commentate like Sneaky's got a fucking chance here. But whatever.
Yeah, that blob needs to sweep now, and I mean, honestly, that blob is quite intimidating.
Yeah, it is intimidating.
For 1,000 points? That's 330 points a minute. I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah. It's looking very Jover for Sneaky here. The relegation is on the cusp for Sneaky after begging his way into Division 1, and unfortunately not going to be able to most likely stay. Oh no, the Matsutin BTR is going to hit the T-72 as it drives in here. Engine destroyed on the T-72 M1D. It is just barely out of the zone. There are no supplies around it. All for Sneaky. It is. He can't even get like a moral victory here.
cherry on top to add insult to
MiG
injury.
23 MF gonna come in, gonna land on it.
Oh yeah, you hate to see it, man.
Oh no.
This is where I again say I would break my fucking keyboard.
T-72 M1 dying to a T-55. T-55 AM1s are coming up, or AM2s are coming up to be known.
Oh, AM getting the BMP side shot.
Side
C
shot.
is dead.
Mi-24D Falanga's coming up. T-72 gets his tracks broken, goes down. Wilk gets side shot. Oh
He's
my
already
god, he
dead.
lost the whole fucking horde.
Top fence is already dead, man.
Stop killing him. Oh my god, what a game. Oh. Oh.
Fence. Decisive victory. Indeed.
Fence very decisive in the victory there. Oh my goodness.
Good play from both players. I feel that Sneaky was a bit too indecisive about his early game strategy, and that allowed fourth Matsutzen to sort of dictate the game there. There was no singular obvious point of contact. It was just a wide play. And while 20th Pancerne is a little bit overtuned, perhaps overpowered, you might say, I think you can't play like that in Div 1. You have to have like a very solid strategy and be ready to just whole hog in.
Yeah, I think that, I think Sneaky, he had a chance in that early game there. I felt like he had a chance to run through that southern point if he really wanted to, and he just pussied out with the T-55s and said, no, we're going to go middle, actually. And then we lost all the momentum. Fence is able to reestablish control of that. I think that was the last point in the game where Sneaky had the opportunity to dictate where the fight was going to be versus Fence dictating everything and forcing Sneaky to walk into really poorly executed attacks.
Yeah, he did have that one south attack, but again, poorly executed, as you say. He didn't have enough mass to sort of take over, which again means that your opponent will just reinforce it. And now that avenue is closed, then you're forced to look elsewhere.
Yeah, it was a very poor attack by Sneaky there. Sneaky going 1-1 here in this match. I believe Sneaky will now be relegated unless Bendover. I think Bendover still has a better win than Sneaky does. So I do believe that Sneaky will be going back to Division 2 after this. I'm pretty confident in that. I know there's a lot of people, including myself, rooting for that. He didn't deserve Division 1 to begin with. So anyway, with that being said, that's going to wrap up this. That's